8 o'clock. I just got back from Pilates. I made a little smoothie here and I'm going to get started for the day. I have about 35 minutes to drink my smoothie and get ready. Today we are doing something very, very fun. We are getting a behind the scenes all access tour of the Met Opera, and we get to sit in on a rehearsal for Carmen. I am so excited. It is about to be a long morning though. We are going to be there from about 9:30 to 2:30. So I wanted to make sure I get a nice breakfast in before we head all the way up to Lincoln Center. And then later today, obviously we have work to do in between, but then after at nighttime, we are recording a podcast. I will tell you more about that all later, but for right now, let us eat and do makeup and then we will check in. If you watched my last 2 vlogs, you will know I was in Final Callbacks for an off-Broadway new musical, and I still have not heard. Don't worry, when I know, you guys will know. But I fear it is getting to me, the no answer right now. And I am going a little cuckoo bananas, but I'm trying to honestly just like not even think about it and just like live my life. But it is becoming harder and harder to just not ignore it. So hopefully, even if I get a no, like, yes, I'll be sad, but at least then I'll have an answer, because right now the not knowing is making me just a little mad in the head. So hopefully I will have an update for you. I feel like I'm going through the 7 stages of grieving right now. I'm like frustrated, angry, sad, and I haven't even heard anything. That's the funny thing, is I could be doing all of this and like get an offer tomorrow. Like, I feel so silly sometimes, but 'tis the life of an actor. Like, truly. This is just like a normal thing we go through. Also, I just want to make it clear that I'm not like this for every single audition I go to. It's just a little different. It hits a little harder when like you make it all the way to final callbacks for something. And also there were 8 girls there. Like, it's not like it would be crazy of me to be like, these odds are really good. Like, really good. It's almost a 50% chance that I'm gonna get cast. So I truly hope it's not coming across like I'm like obsessulated. Wicked is coming out soon. With this particular show. Like, yes, it's important to me, but also just know, like, I'm not like this for every single show that I go in for, which I think is a misconception that non-actors have about professional actors, is like, we're so just obsessed with every audition we go to, and like we can't get it out of our brains and so on, and whoops, lotion down. Like, we're so obsessed with everything we go in for, and that's just not the case. So I just want to make that clear. I just finished watching Act 1. Now we're on a 40-minute break, and then we're going to go back and watch Act 2. It's so cool to see all the behind the scenes. The best sound in the world. Oh, yeah.
I love you. That was so funny.
A nice crisp morning Diet Coke.
Okay, we need to back up maybe a little bit more so we can all be in it. Also, this background is
Hello.
Hey.
Rehearsal was absolutely amazing to sit and watch you. Your voice is like butter.
Oh God, thanks. Did not feel like butter today.
Well, it
Too
sounded
early
like
in the
it. Which is a good segue. So what is in your singer toolbox?
Water. Singer toolbox. Just trying to stay healthy really is sort of first and foremost. Good, vocal habits and practice habits, things like that. Trying to pace yourself. These weeks that we have leading up to opening are pretty grueling when we have a lot of these orchestra rehearsals every day in a row, which is actually not very comfortable, and you don't feel like singing every day in a row. So you kind of have to just take it easy a little bit when you need to, because you got to save it and you don't want to overdo it, right? You don't want to tire yourself out. It's a combination of all of that, right? Hydrate.
Rest
You
can never have too much water.
Yeah, all the water.
So do you have any pre-show rituals, or are you superstitious in any way?
No, I'm not superstitious. I don't like being superstitious about things because I find I've been a single mom. I've had a kid, so there are always variables when you have kids. And at a certain point, I thought, I can't be so tied down to certain things having to be a certain way before a show, because then if they're not and I'm thrown off by it, like that sucks. So I decided that, I obviously have what I'd like to have with me. I make sure I have my water. I make sure I have a snack, or, the variety of things, my cough drops, whatever. Right.
Yeah.
But, and I kind of structure my day so that I get to the theater early so that I'm not rushed and I have enough time to do all the things I want to do before the show starts. But aside from that, it's not like I have to eat at X hour and I have to eat this and I have to right.
Yeah.
It's a little more air, a little more space around it. Yeah. I just generally am like, I just don't talk to anybody. That's kind of if I can help it.
Yeah, I get
my
that.
son is the exception. Whatever he
course.
needs, I'm there. But everybody else can nope.
Yeah. They can wait
today.
They can wait. Yeah. I also am a get to the theater very early kind of performer myself, so I get that.
Yeah.
And then my last question, you've sung so many amazing roles at major opera houses around the world. Did you ever have a moment in your career where you thought, wow, like I've made it, or wow, I'm like proud of myself for this?
Well, I feel like that's a more psychological question than you realize.
Fair.
I think there are definitely moments. For me, it's tricky. I think I've been so fortunate to have been able to start working so soon and to have worked as much as I'm working. And I think sometimes you can get caught up in the sort of whirlwind of it, and you don't always stop to smell the roses, literally, right? And my advice to myself and to anybody else would be stop and smell the roses, because 18 years can go by in a blink of an eye. And if you're not taking a minute to actually celebrate what you're doing, you kind of lose the ability to celebrate it because you forget, right? So it's been actually kind of, your question is timely, because for me, part of what I'm trying to do now actually is to stop and take a moment for it, you know, not just all the things that need to be addressed and worked on and fixed and perfected and blah, 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 but actually go, oh, it's actually going pretty well. Like, that's nice.
That actually makes me semi-emotional, because I feel like as artists, we're often being told, oh, this is wrong, change this, do that. And we're not supposed to say, oh, I'm proud of this work that I'm doing.
Yeah, which is honestly crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, it's totally wrong.
I agree.
You know, there should be a balance between the two. And it's not, you know, I think so many of us, I think, are raised in that mentality, and the performing mentality as well. It's almost as if you celebrate yourself, you're bragging, or you're, you know, or you think too highly of yourself. And you know, honestly, I really don't know many performers that think very highly of themselves. I think we're all extremely insecure. Yeah. And we're all
perfectionists.
concerned, and we're all perfectionists to like different varying degrees. We're all trying to control our environment so much, you know. So sometimes, like, being able to get that positive feeling from the people around you that you trust, and to try to cultivate it with yourself, is not a terrible thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Well, thank you so much. Best of luck to you.
Thanks.
Break all the legs.
Just finished the interview. That was so fun. Like, also, look how gorgeous it is in here. Like, what? Oh, it is 7:21 p.m. I've been editing on my phone, doing computer work since I got home from the Met, which we will talk about later. But right now, we need to get ready to record a podcast. I am so excited. I am going to be on the Show Biz Podcast. When the episode goes live, all the links, I will put it in the description, so you will have all the information. I am so excited. I'm gonna give you a little behind the scenes as we're recording it, of course. But it was so nice. They gave us a little setup so we could record from our house or from our home, which I think is really, really nice. So I'm going to finalize my setup here, and we're gonna record a podcast. Hi everyone, I'm Jenna Lee Miller. Like they said, I am a social media manager. I am a actor, singer, dancer here in New York City. I am a part of Actors Equity, and I also own a theater and brand coaching business for artists. And my day job, as I said, I manage social media accounts. So basically my focus is on arts-based small businesses and nonprofits, but I do a wide range of clients, everything from theaters, podcasts, realtors. I have a cancer nonprofit I work with. It really is all over the board, and I kind of like it that way because it keeps things interesting. And then on the flip side, my dream job, my goal is Broadway or bust. Hashtag Jennifer Broadway is this series that I started, we're probably coming up on a decade of using that hashtag to really showcase my journey and my training in my journey to Broadway. Hello! I realized I never did an outro to this video, so we're gonna do that now. And truly, let's talk about the Met, because videos, photos don't do it justice. There is nothing like the Met Opera. Like, the building itself, stunning, gorgeous, classic, but the art that they are creating is just body chills. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. And getting to do a behind the scenes day at the Met, like, made my theater kid heart so, so happy. I don't think I can describe to you how large the stage and the behind the stage is at the Met. It is multiple levels. There's a giant elevator on the side. The back of it is huge. It goes to a loading dock. The stage itself is huge. The fly space is huge. Like, there is so much space there that it's absolutely incredible to see in person. It also was housing 7 shows back there. 7. Because the Met works in rep. So one day there could be a 2 p.m. performance of one opera, and then a 7:30 p.m. performance of a different opera. And then the next day it could be a completely different opera. That blows my little Broadway mind, because on Broadway, you truly put one show in one theater for a prolonged amount of time, and thinking about doing opera in rep when it is that grand of a scale, and there's also so many people. I'm sure you saw from the footage, but there are so many people in opera casts. It is actually crazy. And obviously I am a musical theater Broadway gal, so I don't really know everything there is to know about opera. So it was really cool dipping my toe into this different form of art and different form of creativity. It just made me so, so, so happy. As you saw during the rehearsal, the singers were marking, because the rehearsal that we sat in on was mostly for the musicians, like putting the musicians into the opera. We saw acts 1 and 2, and the day before they did 3 and 4. So they worked a little bit out of order. I'm sure there was a reason behind that. To my knowledge, no idea. But it was so good. They, even just marking, their voices were buttery smooth. Like, and it was early, guys. I got to the Met Opera at 9:30 a.m. Like, I think rehearsal for them started at 10:30 or 11, which that is early to sing that heavy of material. Like, your voice needs to be warm. And as you saw when we talked to the lead, Carmen herself, you know, she said, like, it didn't feel like her voice was warm, but holy moly, her voice is actually incredible. Also, talk about an amazing opportunity to get to interview her. I'm not, like, I normally don't do a lot of interviews, but that was really fun to get to have a conversation with her. And that's what I try to make all my interviews be, like a conversation. Like, I just don't want it to be question, answer, because that's not fun. You want to have an interaction with someone. Thank you so much for joining me on this super fun New York City day. I love giving you guys behind the scenes access. I think it is the most amazing thing, because some people don't get to live in New York City, and I want you to experience all of the theater magic that the Big Apple has. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, comment down if you've ever seen an opera before and what you've seen. I would love to chit chat about that in the comments. If you're not already, make sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest, and subscribe here. I see the viewers are watching and not subscribed, so don't make me come for you, you know? Just kidding, but not really. Subscribe. Wishing you callbacks and contracts. I will see you next week for another vlog. Bye!